Hey up, Mike's missus. Are you alright? Thought I'd do another video. I tell you what, I got some right response from my happy voice that I used, didn't I? Anyway, listen, I've got a new phone, so I thought I'd test it out on this video. So there's a few running shots. It's shot in 4K now. Started it with 24 frames per second, then changed it to 30 halfway through. So who knows what it's going to come out looking like. But I used to do 4K in the beginning, and then it went a bit chaotic because my phone stopped doing it. So that's where we're at. So you might be able to see a little bit more detail now, especially on grot. Look how grotty it really is in 4K. So hopefully this will all work out, and then we can do some stuff. Got a few trains running today. All sorts of stuff's going on, and I'm going to talk about my plans and how I'm getting on with Liberty Junction 2. So make yourself a brew, take off your shoe, don't sniff glue. Like some kind of 80s rapper, aren't I? Tell you what, I haven't been very well this week. I don't know what's going on, but my sense of smell's gone crackers, so I don't know if it's a bit of COVID or what. Everything's COVID though, isn't it, nowadays, because it makes you so paranoid. But yeah, I keep smelling weird smells, and my nose isn't working properly half the time, so hopefully it's going to go soon, because it's doing me head in and I feel like my lungs are wanting to collapse. But apart from that, everything's good. So my little 08 shunter's pulling this wagon out nice and slow, and if you keep watching, you're going to see how deliciously slow it's going to manage these points. It has got Stay Alive fitted, as some of you may or may not know, and it's looking decent. Kicking off a little bit the other day, and on his cafe, that other twin that didn't get the driving job, he's not very happy, and he's trying to throw his weight around. Well, he's not particularly a big bloke, so fewer locals ejected him, but he's kicking off big time. I don't know what his problem is. He's going to end up being ousted at this rate. He's not good enough to drive trains, because as most of you probably know if you've been following me for a while, he's a bit of a pudding. His brother's alright, but he's a bit of a pudding, and I'm not having puddings driving trains, because that's how accidents happen, and we don't want accidents on my railway. They were making all kinds of threats, even threatened one at New Mini Owners Club members that he were going to key his car. So if he starts doing stuff like that, he's going to get his SEM bashed up, because we're not having any of it. But look at it, you're about to do this double slip licence, slow, look at that. So yeah, I don't know what his problem is. He's still getting paid. He's doing the same job he were employed for first time round, and I don't see a problem. Just because his brother's got a bit of a promotion out of it, it is what it is, isn't it? It's just tough. At the minute though, I've restricted his access. He's not allowed in CCTV room anymore, and he's not allowed in security office, because he's on my watch list now. I've got main security man, ex-army's keeping an eye on him. I've got a bit of a better zoom now, so I can get these shots a little bit further out, as you can see, look. So if you looked at that one, I'm filming that from way across the other side, just to make it look a bit more shaky grainy, like it's a real person filming, even though it technically is a real person filming. But hopefully you get what I mean. Anyway, I don't know if all this stuff about this second twin, this pudding twin, I don't know if it's just me trying to flip out another storyline, but who knows? It's just how it is, isn't it? Sometimes my brain has to work steadily to pick up these new stories, but yeah. And I've got my old 90-ton bogey wagons out, because I haven't been running them for a bit, because at one point I was doing nothing but run them. And then later on in this episode, hot news, I'm going to show you that new wagon that turned up where I wanted 3 and I only won 1. And you'll have to let me know if you won one at people that won other 2. I don't want to spoil surprise, but it was a little bit more nonsensy than I expected, to be fair. But I probably will get a couple more. I'm not going to go silly and have a big long train, but I'm going to get probably 3 maybe. And then I'll talk about it in a bit. There's 2 trains that I've got my eye on. I say trains, the locomotives. I don't want to make them 86 mad again by saying the wrong thing. 2 locomotives on eBay finishing today that I've got my eye on. I may or may not bid, depending on where prices go, but I'm not going to say too much, because if I put this out before then, and then I do my own legs mine test, so we'll see what comes of that. Hey up, my little bridge dwellers, are you alright? Sorry about that, folks, but I do have to do odd requests, don't I? So if anyone requests stuff, as you know, someone requested the other day to have a look at my wagon details. Someone had requested having a look at my switch panels, and eventually I do my requests, and that request were Happy Voice. So I'm not going to let them down, am I? Right, new railway modeller, if you're watching, you're about to see 6 trains running. I don't know if we ever did it before, I can't remember, but you mentioned it the other day, and here we go. You've got 6 trains running. All in same shot, and even though it were only in shot for about 2 seconds before one went off camera, I'm still claiming that one. Still think I could have got 7 out of you. Anyway, Mini Owners Club offers shut now, folks. I'm still getting people trying to get that £5 off. It's gone bonfire night now, so no chance. You'll have to wait till see if I do the same promotion next year. Probably won't now because it's picked up nicely, as you can see. Also, on a bit of a side note, someone did phone office the other day and say that Mini Owners Club's all a load of nonsense and lies, and it's not real. I can assure you it is real. It's a real Mini Owners Club where you can get a Mini, come along, pay your 200 quid, get your free t-shirt and drive Minis about to various pubs and eateries, and we go to sightseeing. Sometimes we go to the seaside. We did Mablethorpe other week. That were a decent run out. We've done Whitby twice. We've done all kinds of places. So if you want to get fish and chips at seaside whilst wearing your t-shirt, you can do. Just got to join. You've got to have a Mini. No new Minis at the minute. I may or may not open them depending on how my funds go, but at the minute, it's certainly not Mini Metros. Don't ever say Mini Metros. I can't remember who you were, but don't ever say it again because Mini Metros weren't Minis, and it's offensive. And I won't have offensive on my videos. So that shot there were going to be a nice low high speed pass, and then Class 47 came and nearly run back in my hand over, so I had to stop it and move out of the way and pan it down, and it all went a little bit crappy. But sometimes that's how it is, isn't it? I think this is the shot where I changed it to 30 frames per second, so I don't know if it looks any different. This might not have been actually, it might have been shot after this, but on camera this looks a bit jerky, but on this it looks alright, so I don't know if it was just my eyes, I don't know if it's part of my COVID that I'm starting to see in like stutter emotion, but who knows. But these will be the first time you'll have seen these in 4K, albeit they're running a bit quick, but just because you look at them, done it. And from other way, this is definitely 30 frames per second. Can you tell the difference? Who knows? But you can get to look at them again now, going the other way, with a bit more light on them and a bit more nothingness on them. I've still not booked my tickets for NEC yet. I'm a bugger for this, you know. You know when my motivation level sometimes, because it's a couple of hours drive and the motivation levels, and I think, well, I can get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and travel across, and it will be a good day. But I'm going on my own, so it'll be a bit weird because I'll be walking around completely on my own. I don't know anyone, or I stay at home night before, drink a load of beer, and then don't get up at 6 in the morning. And I'm going to try my best to motivate myself into doing it, but it's like we're talking about having Christmas do at work, and it's one of them, you know, when you at time I think I can't be bothered making all that effort, but then when I go out I'm always happy, so I don't know. I just sometimes like being a bit of an hermit and staying in my little shell of my house. But there's another nice little shot of that look. See how it was like jiggling a little bit? I've never really noticed that before. But it was doing a little bit of a jiggle dance. So yeah, jumping back on what I was saying, yeah, it's about 90% I'll be going. Maybe closer to 70, but 70 to 90, something like that. Hey, I tell you what, I was doing and all, I'm watching on eBay, it's not finished yet. I've been watching this little Backman accessories kit, which is only a little nonsensy pot of, it's got a couple of pallets and stuff. And I noticed that it was like a £5 maybe, and I thought, I'm going to have that. If that don't get a bid, I'm going to have it. I looked online and the 15 quid new, albeit they're quite old, so they're not in every shop, but I did find somewhere where it was 15 quid and they had it. And I thought, well, to me, 15's a bit dear, but we know back when seeing craft stuff's a little bit pricey, so. Anyway, I looked today, it's at 28 quid. It's been bid up to 28 quid. I mean, seller must be absolutely buzzing because it's doubled its money. But I've no idea. I don't actually know if it's not a secret drug dealing thing where people sell drugs through Backman scene craft items. You know, I don't mean like hard drugs. I mean stuff like Lemsip, Night Nurse, stuff like that. Anyway, this is scene I was telling you about earlier. So owner's out now because this bloke with green one with cream top, he's threatened that security brother. He's threatened to key his car, and he's only just had that paint job done, full nut and bolt restoration that car, and it's cost him 12 grand. So he's not happy. He's kicking off. This brother's going to end up getting his serious brother. I tell you now, his other brother who's driving this Scott rail as we speak, he's washed his hands of him. He's basically washed his hands of him. It's just gotten crackers. Anyway, we're about at end of running session, so we're going to end up where we started by having a little zoomy look at these 37s. I do love these 37s. They're just amazing, and it's kind of cheating showing it. I do it for Australian Andy because I know it feeds his habit. And I've got some on, is it Mad About 37s? I think it's Mad About 37s or Mad on 37s. Something like that. I think he's more of a 37 addict than you, Australian Andy. So that's good, isn't it? You've got some competition. So I'll do a final little sweep with camera. You'll have to let me know if it looks any better than it did before. I mean, it's same layout with the same lighting, so it might not, but you might be able to pick a little bit more detail like that. Seriously busted up EWS wagon that I do like it. And now I'll talk about LJ2 Temple of Tracks. And he does want weathering, doesn't he? But we don't have speaking locos. It's not Thomas. That episode didn't get voted in. Here we go. This is what I had to do, look. So I said I had this big tree, and that it doesn't do it justice. That tree trunk's about 2 foot at bottom. It's about six. We're about 6 trunks off one big trunk. It was chaotic. And if you are a bit of a tree hugger, and it's going to upset you because this tree is about to be destroyed, so I apologise, but I've got more trees in my garden, and a big piece of it snapped off, and it could have killed us in wind other week because it had got a rotten bit, so it had to go. So I've cleared that. Look, as you can see, I've been grafting, so I've got 2 stumps now in ground. But look at all that sky there. Look, so I've got a stump there, and I've got a stump there, and I don't know whether to get a stump grinder and grind them out, or burn them, or do some kind of chaos. But there we go. Right, onto my layout. My original plant of the week had a bridge on it, and then I took that bridge off because I thought it were a bit crackers, and then I thought, I liked that bridge, and I would like a bridge running off at line. So what I've done is I've added this line right behind these trees, you see that? So this of at water here, there's going to be, after bridge, a point and a line that runs up there, and I'm going to kind of have it hidden, but then it's going to run over at top at lines, look, like a bridge. Well, it's not like a bridge, it fully is a bridge. What the bridge will look like, I don't know, but what I tell you it won't look like, it won't be red stripy sticks coming down like this has got it. But I think it'll look good, that, because it'll be something running off at lines. And then that retaining wall at the back, what's like the scenic break from the other yard, that will be a line. If you get me, the reality of the world will be that line would continue left and right and go over yonder to wherever, to another place, another world. But you see there, so I'll do a tunnel or something there on scenic break, on bloody back scene, that makes it look like it continues. But anyway, that's how that's an idea. It's not going to be exactly like that, because obviously sticks looking down look like telegraph poles. It ain't going to look like that. That's just what computers done. But I'm going to try and get it hidden so that that line doesn't look like another line. Let me just spin it round here, look. See, so I'm going to hide it, like I've hid it with trees here. In reality, I probably won't be able to hide it as good as that's making it look, because them trees, is obviously, as I've said before, it'll be about £1 billion. But let me know what your thoughts are. I think having a bridge over it, it's going to look decent. And then it'll have a point onto the thing. So I'll be able to park stuff up on this thing like it's just waiting to move on, on this upper section. And then going across here, it would just run into nothing. But obviously then I can make believe that goes on forever and it's not just stopping. So let me know what you think of that. And then what I thought is, maybe, see where I'm doing mouse here, maybe I could join it. And I only thought this morning, maybe I could join it back down here so that it comes back down again and forms another loop that I could technically use, so I can have trains that I don't have to think about running over that bridge now and again, because it's going to be a good section. That it's probably going to be a 20-metre loop. So if I do them slow, it's going to be taking a while, isn't it? So I've done it, look, I've changed it, and I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but let me know what you think of this now. So now, look, it can go around here and, yeah, just form a bit of a loop. And I don't know if I quite like this or if I'm getting giddy again and making it all a bit too complicated. But that'll be my little industrial area with container yard that I'm thinking of doing. And then it'd come through there, and all I've had to do is change it to a 3-way point, and then feeds it up an hill. And then, yeah, what's your thoughts on that? Let me know. Don't not let me know, because I'd like some other people's thoughts, because I'm not very good with these model railways. I don't really know what I'm doing, so it's always good to get a bit of feedback, like someone who said, oh no, you should keep that bridge, it's decent. Anyway, folks, we're at the end. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. If you don't, it doesn't matter either way, does it? See you later.